What's going on, guys, and welcome to 2020. That's right, we are in 2020. This is the first run for the year. I'm excited to be out here. It's a chance to refresh, start from zero, and to get out and get it done. Now, this year is actually going to be a bit of a different kind of year. I'm not going to go out and do all this, oh, you know, these are the goals I achieved, or these are the goals I'm going to achieve. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have goals, that's for sure, but the way I'm going to go about it is a little different. I'm going to try and focus on the system, focus on the process, in actually making sure that these goals come to life. Now, how I plan to do that is, well, if you can add them to some daily routines, apply some micro habits, well, then the goals don't come so hard with a mentality of like, I need to be doing X in order to get Y. If you're doing it every day, a single little step, a single little addition to what you're trying to work towards, it becomes natural and it should fall into place. A good example of this is a training plan for a run. At the moment, I'm doing the 2-base trail run training plan, which is for a 28k. This is going to be run number 7, and getting out and doing the plan, following the system, following the plan, I'm going to get it done. So I've put some structure in place to make that happen. Just like with any just like with any other running goal, a marathon, you put a plan in place, you follow it. But I want to do that across my life in different areas, and I'll probably be sharing that a bit more with you guys on this channel as well, of how I intend to do that and the different areas in my life I want to do that as well. Anyway, let's get this done and dusted. I'm going to do 5k, just enjoy the first run for the year, have some fun, might give you a bit of a sneak peek for what's to come in 2020 as well, and well, yeah, let's do it. Let's do this. All right, so I've just done a nice little warm-up, and thought I'd quickly just recap 2019. So 2019 was, well, it's probably the best year ever. Did a marathon, got a PB with my half marathon, just shy of a sub 2, around a 2:04 it was. So I'll be going for that one in 2020, that's for sure. Did my first big long trail run. That was 28k, the first 2-base trail run that I ever did. That's the one I'm currently training for at the moment. Aiming to get a bit of a revenge on that one. But look, 2019, I did more Ks than I've ever done before. I put myself through training plans and challenges that I've never done before, aka doing the marathon. So it was a great year in short and in summary. Now, keeping that in mind, there's a lot of the same that I'll be doing for 2020, just trying to do it a bit better, do it differently, do it cleaner, do it sharper. I want to get a sub 2-hour half marathon, and obviously I want to go back and do a marathon and get a better time. But these things are nice, and I'll be trying to train for these across the entire year. I haven't actually really thought about anything else. I know Carla's probably keen to be doing a lot of different runs and challenges for herself. She might even entice me to do my first ultra, but you know, those things will come, and I'll probably start to talk a bit more about that probably around February, once I've figured out what I'm doing. But for the year, I mean, I already touched on what I kind of want to be focusing on, but let's just continue on, and I'll check in once I get a bit further down. All right, hope you've gotten out and done a run today. It is absolutely beautiful. Stunner of a morning. Kicked off around 7:30. Just did a little bit of a sprint just now. Anyway, 2020. It's, you know, it's a big number. It's exciting times. It's a new decade. But let me just explain one thing to you. A new year doesn't mean all of a sudden all your problems are gone. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's going to be a bigger and better year. The difference is the mindset, and it comes down to you, right? Like with anything, whether it's running or one of your other hobbies or passions or work or family, it takes action and it takes you to do that. But the benefit of a new year is the mindset change that it brings. It makes people think that, okay, we're starting fresh, it's a clean slate, it's number one, let's start from the beginning, let's build it up, clean slate, wipe it clear, whatever you want to call it. So leverage that. And I do it as well, you know. I think, okay, 2019's done, let's start fresh, let's see what we can accomplish this year. Now, as I mentioned, very happy with 2019. There was a lot of things that I was not happy with, you know. I had stuck out to do more engagement with running communities and things like that. Didn't happen. Really sucked on those side of things. And I apologize to anyone that might have taken it the wrong way if I didn't support or engage or help out enough. Content wise, look, I enjoy doing my content, and that was my number one priority with doing my content. Did I like the content? Do I think it's up here? Maybe not, but I enjoyed it, and I want to continue to keep enjoying it. So that means just getting it out, getting it done, and having some fun. That's what I'll be doing. But if it also means I can step it up and I don't do as many videos, maybe I'll do that too, but still figuring that out. But there's some other things that I want to focus on 2020 other than just running, you know, focusing on myself and growth in other areas of my life, but also just the different things that I do to get the quick wins and the success and the happiness in my everyday life. And I think that's value that other people can benefit from, and I would like to share that as well. Watch this space. Anyway, let's go. All right, run number one done for 2020. It's a new year, kickstarting, jumping, rocket jumping, whatever you want to call it. It's a new year. Let's just take a quick moment and bring it back to what this video is all about. 2020, it's a new year. 2019, did the marathon, did most distance I've ever done before, and you know, really did push myself in terms of PBs and stretching the limits of what I've done before. Now 2020, I want to up that again. Gonna stretch it, gonna do some new things, challenge myself. What they're exactly going to be, yet to come, so stay tuned for that. But 2020, I want to not have such a strict focus on running. I'm going to be doing running regardless, it's a no-brainer, but actually start to just look outside of this and see how I can do other things to make my running better, but also just other things that I think you guys would take value from. And you know, I've already kicked it off with this video talking about, you know, not just focusing on the goals itself, but focusing on the process and the systems and the routines of getting to that goal and implementing that, rather than just thinking about, I need to be doing a goal, I need to be doing this. Because if you put those things into place, the goal will come naturally. And that's the things I want to start to talk to you guys about, and there's a whole lot of other things as well. Now, check out my Instagram. That's where everything's going to be mostly, but of course I'll incorporate it into the YouTube as well, so make sure you're subscribing. Super keen for what this year can bring, not because it's just a new year, but I get excited when there's opportunity just sitting around waiting to be picked up. And you know, a new year gives that mindset and that opportunity to make it happen. It's more about leveraging that, right? I said it before in the run, so really do leverage that. Take the opportunity of the opportunity that you have and get out there and get something done. I think the hashtag for the year is goal for it. And not so much focusing on the goal, but the process and getting to that goal. All right, well, that's run number one for the year. Welcome to 2020. Happy New Year. Please, if you haven't subscribed, get on down there, hit that little subscribe button, and jump on the bandwagon of my channel, and hopefully there'll be some content here that's going to be of some great value to you. And if you hadn't heard it before, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang, and hustle.